Big one, big one. Giant, dude. Giant. Oh, come on. Don't make me do this all over again.
What's up, guys? Hey, Norman, Lee, and myself, we are out here. My dad was out here earlier, but then he had to leave. But just want to do this little intro real quick. We are at a buddy of mine's pond, and just to let you know, we smashed some fish today. I mean, we even had one huge fish today, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we did. But you're gonna have to watch the video to find out what it was, right?
That's it, man. You just got to watch out. It is a big one. I guarantee you that it is every bit of 35-40 pounds, just to let you know. So keep an eye out for that. Watch this video through, and hope you enjoy, guys.
Tight lines, guys. Love y'all, and we'll catch y'all on the water.
See you guys. On a Damiki Vault. I was burning it back here to me, and so what I know is, like, I love throwing a Damiki Vault, blade bait or something like that. I throw them all year round, but the wintertime, fall and wintertime, is the best time to be throwing them. Excellent bait, because I catch big old fish like this. This is why we come out here, guys. We catch big old fish like this, and then you just come up and you just show it. Say, hey, Norman, do you want to see what a fish feels like? That's it, man.
I want to see what one of these looks like. I've had 4 hits this morning, and you can see what I have in my hand. I'm empty-handed. Yeah. So, what's this? Your first hit?
Hey, in the second cast. The first cast, I got a hit on that Damiki Vault, guys, and the second cast, man, I was burning it back. And man, this blade bait is phenomenal. You got to try them out. Make sure you go to your local bait shops, especially if you're in the Chattanooga area. Man, look, we're supporting Jack's Bait and Tackle. They actually have a bunch of these. This is actually where I got this one at. So guys, make sure you go get you some blade bait, the Damiki Vaults, and you'll be able to crush some fish like this, guys.
All right, let's put this in the water so it should be good living. Hey, you mind giving me the honor?
Yeah, go on.
This is the first fish I've seen all day, so
yeah.
Colin's giving me the honor of being able to release this little tank.
Yeah.
You know what? Tell your sisters, your mother, your grandmother. We'll put you back. We'll make a star out of you.
I thought I threw underneath it.
Oh, look, she's going right to your vault again, dude.
Yeah, but
oh, she's right under. She's under.
So, guys, what this is, just a little farm pond. It's probably about 3/4 of an acre big. Easy enough for us just to walk around it, guys. But typically, we can come out here, throw some top water, and be able to get some good top water explosion. That's what Norman's doing right now. He loves throwing that spook. But I'm going to throw some top water here later on, kind of after he settles down with throwing it. And but I'm going to be throwing a rat from Ben Olay Lures. Michael painted it up for me, and so I'm going to be throwing on it. I've been able to crush a bunch of bass, guys, on a rat, especially the rats, and only rats that I throw are from him anyways, from Michael from Ben Olay Lures. So check him out on Facebook, guys, and order you some product, and he'll get them painted up. You can paint them up whatever you want, and he'll get them out there to you guys. Great baits. But so my dad's around here. He's just on the other side right over there. But so he's probably throwing something that's going to be like a slow Texas rig or something like that, just slow retrieve coming back in. So I wanted to kind of mix it up. That's the reason why I went to the blade bait. And so, but as you see, guys, I mean, first cast I got a hit. The second cast I caught that one nice bass. And so we do know that there is quite a few 6, 7, 8 pounders. There is a 10 pounder in here. So hopefully we're going to be able to catch one of them, guys. So stay tuned.
And wouldn't you know it, I don't have any pliers. That shouldn't be that hard. Should be a skin hooked. It's not big, but it's one. Let's try to catch one a little bit bigger. That came on a Damiki Vault. But anyway, let's get some more. What I was doing I was actually been just steady retrieving it. And that time I actually changed the retrieve up a little bit. I actually started giving it a couple twitches and a pause. And what that basically does, it almost yo-yos it. So, I don't know if that was what made the difference in getting that hit or not, but that was the first actually hit I've had on this. And, it was the first time I actually changed up my retrieve a little bit. And that's a good lesson for you too when you're throwing moving baits like a lipless crankbait or something like that. Is change up your retrieve, because some days they might want it one way, some days they'll want it another way. You never know, and it seems like every day is usually different. So every day is different on how a fish might want a bait presented to them. And that time, changing the retrieve up, I think, is what worked to actually get that fish to look at it and eat it. And kind of the same way with any bait, really. Whether you're throwing a soft plastic, no matter what you're throwing, if you're not getting bit, doesn't mean you're not going to get bit on that bait or they don't want that particular bait. Just try to change it up a little bit. Sometimes the slightest little difference in the way you present a bait to a fish might make the difference on getting bit. The key to being a successful angler on a consistent basis is you want to have a good memory too. You want to pay attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it. You don't know how many times I have somebody fishing on the back of my boat and they catch a fish, and I ask them, you know, what they were doing when they caught the fish, how they were reeling it, how they were retrieving it, if they were popping it, if they were slow rolling, how fast they were retrieving it. And would you believe that 2 casts later they couldn't answer me, they couldn't remember. But that's very important. Remember how that previous fish hit it and try to duplicate that. If you're fishing out of a boat and fishing one kind of weed for an hour and a half, and you change it up and hit a different kind of type of structure, and you get bit out of one style of weed, remember what you caught it out of, because that might make a difference that day on being able to repeat the success you had with that one bite. A lot of it is mental and memory. So you always want to be thinking and have that memory on. Pay attention to what you're doing when you catch a fish. then you want to try to repeat what you were doing when that fish ate it. Oh, there she is. Yes, she did indeed. What's a skinny fish? Not bad. Here you go, Colin. Come here first. I give it an 8.5 on that, Landon.
It might have been the one that came up after it.
It could have been. I don't know if you've seen that mud flat there, dude. That mud flat bed is about 4 foot in diameter, and that was the initial mud boil that it made.
So guys, after catching that one, I felt the line, and I got some rough spots on it. So I don't want to catch another one and then actually lose my bait or lose the fish or anything like that. So I am going to retie it. You always, especially once you catch a decent sized bass, or even catch a couple bass, or just periodically through the day, you want to check that line and make sure that it's not frayed or anything. But guys, what I tie for my Damiki vaults is a polymer knot, and I'll show you what I do. So you go through it, go back through. You want a loop like this, guys, and then tie it like you're tying a shoe. Just come bring the loop around and through it, so you got it looking like this. Then take the bait, go through the loop that you have, and once you do that, wet it, pull it tight. That knot right there is not going to fail you guys. It is strong and quick and simple to tie, and that's the main thing, is just to be able to get back out real quick and enjoy and catching some fish. Let's go try to hammer some out, guys.
Be the right species. I can't tell yet. It feels good. I don't know. Feels pretty good. I'm just contemplating on how I'm going to get down. ambush. Bank fishing 101. Oh, come on, dude. It's a good solid one. Bank fishing 101. What do you think, guys? Here to, oh, dang it. Big one. Big one.
You got it?
Big one. I hope she's hooked because my drag was slashed when I set the hook. Giant, dude. Giant. Giant. Is there anything other than bass in here?
Catfish.
Oh, hopefully not.
Well, there used to be.
I'm just gonna
Don't let it get by that duck blind.
I know that. I'm trying to horse her a little bit because I gotta get her past that deck bloom.
Yeah.
I don't want to horse her too much. I had my drag loose because of that last fish when I pulled back on her. I think she smoked it though. She probably has. I'd probably hooked her pretty good. I hope anyway.
Guys, Norman's got a monster on here. I've caught out of here a 9, a couple of 7s and 8s, and we do know that there's one over 10 pounds in here right now, and we think that he may have that sucker hooked.
As you can see, I'm keeping my rod tip straight up just because I'm fishing from the bank. I don't know how deep it is. There's a lot of rocks, so even if she comes out, I'll have to try to keep my line tight just in case. But I don't want to hold my rod down like you normally would in a boat, just due to the fact that I don't know what's down there. I'm trying to keep her close to the top. And I'll just have to take my chances if she wants to come out.
Wanted to come out and just tell you how we're able to record all day for y'all and be able to put content out for y'all. We could not do it if it was not for YOLOtech. Right here I got the YOLOtech stick. This will go into your anchor lot, and it'll fit any kind of like action camera and stuff like that. It will allow you to use the power off your battery as you're using like your anchor lot, and it will keep your GoPros going or your cameras going all day long without you worrying about the battery dying. So that's one angle that we're able to get as we're out on the boat. Another thing is which we actually got the cameras rolling with now is the battery packs. And the battery packs, man, they last a long time. Thinking we can get a trip and a half on a battery pack, and that's with us fishing 8-10 hours a day. If you're looking for something to kind of help to be able to record, you're tired of changing batteries, you're wanting a different kind of mount and stuff like that, you need to go check out YOLOtech. Make sure you use Deck Talk 10 for a discount code. You want to get that discount code because who doesn't like saving money, guys? We were able to work with them and be able to get a discount code for y'all, and so we want y'all to be able to benefit from that and use that discount code. So if you will go to YOLOtech, put in discount code Deck Talk 10, make sure you get your YOLOtech gear. You will not be disappointed with it, guys, and just remember, keep recording. At least you got her clear of the butt.
Yeah. Hopefully now I could kind of Hopefully she stays clear of it.
Guys, whatever this is, it is monster. This is probably a 10 plus one. If it's a bass. I know he used to have catfish in here, but it's not really fighting like a catfish though, is it?
Not really. It's head shake. Every time I try to kind of gain some on it, it head shakes big time. Head shakes like a bass. But who knows? You never know, dude.
Yeah.
When they get this big.
We hope that it's a bass, guys.
It boiled 3 or 4 times.
Never
Mine like
seen
a
it.
catfish.
It just boiled.
Never seen it, but catfish typically won't boil like that.
And typically you'll see bubbles too on catfish. We're making progress, guys. He's making progress. You kind of see the little weight that's boiling up. It is. He's kind of wanting to bait it because it's going to be a pretty big fish. So.
Tell you what, this fish must have drank a
Bucked up energy
drink, because she has about as much energy as I have right now.
She might have a little more.
Yeah, right?
I'm just glad though, man, that you got it away from the duck house. Because that duck house, guys, it has 2 cables, one on the right side of that ramp and then one on the left side on the back side to keep that to where it does not float around in the pond. So I have lost a bunch of baits right on that. She's slowly trying to get him into this is the shallow side on the right here. And down there is the deeper end. She's trying to get him into that. She's pulling drag?
Oh, she's surging like hell. Still. Whoa. Gosh darn it. Come on. Man, dude. I gotta start trying to gain on her, man.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Because every time I go to gain on her, she has a huge, oh shoot, she just had a big head shake just there. Every time I try to gain on her, she still has a massive surge left. Whoa. Dude, come on already, we're just going to take a picture of you. Put you back, dude, make a star out of you. I don't want her to get on the other side of those trees.
No.
Come on, dude. This is getting ridiculous now. Oh gosh darn it. Boy, she's head shaking big time. Every time I try to gain on her, boy, she rattles that head sideways. That's what I'm afraid of. When she does that, I'm trying to get her to go the other direction. Come on, other way. Go back towards the duck blind. Now that I get you away from it, go back towards it. I was trying to get towards that tree. I do not want her in that.
Might be able to gain on her right there.
Every chance I get, I'm trying. She's still daggum. I want to kind of keep her. I'd love her to come in straight instead of sideways where it's. That's a carp. Is it?
Yeah.
No wonder. You sure?
That's what it kind of looked like. I mean, if it's
carp, I mean, so when I try to catch it, I'm trying to start gaining on it quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Look at that big ass fin.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we got a visual anyway.
Yep.
We know what she is.
She's
not.
We think we can confirm that it is not a bass, right?
No. But hey, you know
but
what?
it is a monster grass carp. He
it's
does
the wrong
have
species. I don't give
But the thing is, I've never
a darn.
I know he put them in here, but
it's a tug on the other end of your line.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I am going to start horsing a little bit more.
I mean, that's probably a 20-pound carp right there.
Yeah.
And typically, though, carps don't eat the blade baits.
I wonder if I hooked her in the front. As far as the way I was feeling the head shake, it felt like it was hooked in the mouth. Typically, when it's hooked in the side like that, you won't kind of get that head shake feel that you'll get.
Yeah.
When she's trying to shake it out of her lip. Now that we kind of confirm it's not a bass, I'm trying to force her a little bit more.
It looks like it's in the mouth, though.
Yeah, I think it's in the mouth. I mean, the way it was head shaking, I almost would think it's in the mouth. I am trying to horse her more now that we kind of know what it is, and we know it's not the species of target that we're targeting. I think it's
There,
bigger.
I think she's tired.
I think it's bigger than 20, dude. Gonna go down and lip it for me. Trying to keep her up now because I don't want to bring her and dragging on the bottom. She said, "Toad, speak for yourself, dude." Holy cow! I do think I have her hooked in the ass. Either that or it's wrapped around the fins. Probably why I felt her head shaking so bad. I wasn't feeling her head shaking, I was feeling her tail shaking. I do think she is in the tail though. That's why she's putting up such a fight. I think I have her hooked in the back. Well, I actually got to be extra careful if we want to get her and get some pictures, because if she is hooked in the tail, she's probably just hooked in the flesh. Definitely rip it out easier that way. Get away, puppy.
I'd say it's every bit of 20-25 pounds.
Are you serious right now, dude? I tell you what, she definitely had a bucked up this morning. Bucked up energy.
Yeah, this one definitely has.
Watch this fish, guys. If you haven't tried the bucked up, you got to try one because this fish is on it. Check them out, www.buckedup.com. Use that discount code DECKTALK20, get yourself 20% off. Cool thing about Bucked Up is you go order a couple cases, they'll ship it directly to your house. And even without the discount code, it works out a little bit less money than if you went to the convenience store and bought the brand you're drinking now. But with that 20% off, using the discount code DECKTALK20, it evens better yet. Give you a better price for it, even cheaper. Even though we know she's not a bass nice, that's why I'm still trying to really play her. I want to get her in. I mean, to fight it this long and then her break off right now, I wouldn't be happy. So this long, I'm gonna get her in. Even if
Yeah, we gotta get her in. And we even got Zula down there ready to see.
Now remember, I'm fishing with 12-pound test fluoro too, and I think, you know, she's wrapped around her tail, and it's
That might be what it is.
It might. That's what I'm saying. It might be in her mouth, but if it's wrapped around her tail, it's easier to break the line too, because no telling how it's wrapped around her fins. Let's start ready.
Me.
She knows what that's all about. I could sit down for a while after this one. Trying to keep that tail up. If I keep that tail up, you might need to get down and help me out here, Colin. Try to grab her tail. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get on her. But once I get her to about, in a little bit, she's going to start hitting bottom.
That's all right.
Yeah, she's on bottom right now.
Man, I wish we had our net. I should have brought it.
Oh, come on. Don't make me do this all over again. So once I get her, grab the rod. Look where she's headed to. Try to gain on her. Hold.
Heck yeah. Take off.
Whew.
Look at this, guys. You might need that.
Shake my hand.
Trying to stay clean and pristine. You're about to see him get thrown in. But now, guys, man, Norman, what do you think of that, man? Have you ever caught a grass carp like that?
Not that size. I've caught them about half that size.
Yeah.
I don't even want to guess how big it is. I guarantee it was 30 plus. That belly was massive.
Yeah.
I've lifted and loaded in the past 40-pound bags of concrete. I guarantee that was heavier than a 40-pound bag of concrete.
Yeah. And I mean, and it was like what I'd say 4.5 feet long.
Yeah.
So.
And a good lesson too is, especially before we knew she was a carp, but even after she was a carp, to fight it that long, we wanted to get it in. But if you see how big it was, and get that bait real quick, Colin. Size of the treble hooks, but the fish ended up being caught right in the meat above where the tail is, and that's why it was fighting so hard, is because when it's hooked in the head or the mouth, it fights hard enough, but when it's hooked in the tail, she doesn't have to turn. She's already turned, and she's already running with full power against you. But look at the size of those treble hooks, guys. But where she was hooked is just in the meat. And when I finally got her on the bank and felt comfortable to pull the hook out, so I didn't get hooked, when I was trying to get her up here to get a picture, I popped the hook right out of her. So keep in mind, when you're throwing any kind of lipless crankbait, anything like this, blade bait with small treble hooks, play them fish out. Don't. Biggest mistake most anglers make is they try to get too much in a hurry because they think the sooner they get her in the boat or get her to the bank, the better off they are. That's absolutely wrong, guys. You want to play with your drag. If you've seen, I was actually adjusting my drag almost non-stop. When I think I could gain on her, I tightened down and gained. When she wanted to surge, I was right there on the drag to loosen her and let her do what she wanted to do. Fish that big, you do not want to horse them. Even a big bass with an inner lip, size of the bass, that weight, that pressure, when she decides to surge, she will absolutely rip the hooks out of her mouth if you don't adjust your drag needingly. So guys, I'm going to take probably about a 5-minute break, let Colin go fishing for a while. I got to catch my breath, and I might need to take me another bucked up. That fish wore me out.
Yeah. Again, that was literally about 40 minutes, guys, of him fighting that fish, and it's just a big old grass carp. I mean, at first, man, we thought that it was a big old bass. So
the way she was head shaking, but when we got her close and seen what she was and seen where the hook was,
yeah,
that's why it felt like a bass head shaking. Because the grass carp, if you hook her in the mouth, it's not going to head shake like a bass.
Yeah.
But being that she was hooked in the tail, when I felt the head shake like a bass, it was actually her tail flipping, and that gives you the impression that it's in a mouth of a fish that's going to head shake, because it's head shaking just like it, because where it was hooked. So.
Yeah. I know one thing, guys. He's going to have to clean them shoes off before he gets in my truck, or he's riding in the bed. That's all I got to say.
That's funny right there. It's the little ones that you have to watch out for these treble hooks. They're the ones that'll come back, kick back, and get you. Alright, guys. This fish, that still has milk on her lips. Back in Florida, we used bait like 4 times this size. Think I'd catch them any smaller, dude?
No.
Yeah, we used bait 4 times this size back in Florida. You know what? You need to go back and get a little bigger there. This fish couldn't have been 12 foot from you. What now? Oh, that's fine. I literally threw the bait almost on the bank right in front of where Colin's fishing and started pulling it off, and this fish hit probably about 10 foot from where Colin's sitting on the other bank throwing live bait. Collins, you know what? That just goes to prove right there. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you know what you're doing. All kidding aside, if you know what you're doing, sometimes the fish outweighs live bait. Just don't tell my partner over there. But yeah, he's chunking live bait right where I caught this fish at. That's funny as heck right there, if you ask me. Try to get it off without getting myself hooked. She's about to make a flip here in a second. Pretty fish. Not a big one. But tell you what, it's a tug on the other end of the line. I don't know what I would have done if this fish was about 5 pounds. Look how the hook popped out. I don't think there's any getting down. I don't know what I would have done if that one was 5 or 6 pounds. I don't know how I would have got down there to get her. I guess I'll figure it out when it happens, right? I was gonna say, I've seen the big ones for, if you don't mind losing a hook or catching a fish, you wanna pitch that shiner in that tree, you're either gonna catch a fish or lose your hook. But there was a big one I seen kind of boil up when I walked by. This is your Damiki, so I don't wanna throw it near the tree. I almost lost it once. I don't want to take a chance and lose it. But whatever. Oh, there she's there. Oh, this might be a better fish. Oh, that's a little bit bigger, not much. See how good she hit. She got hit that good shot. A little bit better, a little bit bigger. Hook popped right out of it.